Imagine standing on solid ground when suddenly the earth beneath your feet starts moving like ocean waves. Buildings don't just shake, they liquefy. Mountains collapse in seconds. The entire planet rings like a bell. This isn't science fiction. A magnitude 10 earthquake would release the energy of 32 billion tons of TNT. That's 2 million times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. The question isn't whether it could destroy a city. It's whether anything on the surface would survive at all. Here, that makes this terrifying. We've never recorded anything close to a magnitude 10. The largest earthquake ever measured was a 9.5 in Chile in 1960, and that killed over 5,000 people and was felt 6,000 miles away. A magnitude 10 would be 32 times more powerful than that. 32 times. The Richter scale isn't linear, it's logarithmic. Each number up means 31.6 times more energy released. And, by the way, if questions like this keep you up at night, hit that subscribe button. Drop your burning questions in the comments, and I'll answer them in the next video. So what actually happens when a magnitude 10 hits? Let's start with the immediate zone. According to seismologists at the United States Geological Survey, ground acceleration would exceed 1 gram, which means the ground would move faster than gravity pulls you down. You'd literally be thrown into the air. Roads would crack open like zippers. Any building, no matter how well engineered, would crumble within seconds. A 2019 study from Stanford University found that modern skyscrapers can withstand up to magnitude 8.5 with proper design. Beyond that, the physics simply doesn't work anymore. But that's not all. The shaking would last for minutes, not seconds. The 2011 Japan earthquake, a 9.1, lasted about 6 minutes. A magnitude 10 could shake for 10 to 15 minutes of continuous violent motion. Imagine being in a paint shaker for a quarter of an hour. Everything not bolted down becomes a projectile. Everything bolted down gets ripped out. Now here's where it gets interesting. The earthquake itself is just the beginning. A magnitude 10 would create tsunami waves so massive they'd make the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami look small. That tsunami reached heights of 100 feet in some areas. Researchers at the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center estimated in 2021 that a magnitude 10 could generate waves exceeding 300 feet, taller than the Statue of Liberty. These waves would travel at jet speed across oceans, hitting coastlines thousands of miles away within hours. But wait, there's something even more devastating that most people don't think about. The ground itself would behave like liquid. It's called liquefaction, and it happens when water-saturated soil loses its strength during shaking. A 2018 study from the University of California, Berkeley showed that even moderate earthquakes can cause liquefaction in vulnerable areas. With a magnitude 10, massive portions of continents sitting on sedimentary soil would simply sink. Entire cities built on river deltas, coastal plains, or filled land would vanish into the earth. Now let me ask you something. Could a magnitude 10 earthquake even happen naturally? Here's where science gives us a small bit of comfort. Most seismologists say no, at least not with our current understanding of plate tectonics. The closest we could get would be something called a megathrust earthquake, where one tectonic plate slides under another. This is what caused the Chile and Japan earthquakes. But even in the most tectonically active zones, the maximum realistic estimate is magnitude 9.6 to 9.7. But let's move on to the most amazing part, the aftermath. Even after the shaking stops, the planet would be fundamentally changed. A magnitude 10 would shift Earth's axis. The 2011 Japan earthquake, at 9.1, moved Earth's axis by about 10 inches and shortened our days by 1.8 microseconds. A magnitude 10 could shift it by several feet and change the length of a day measurably. You'd need to recalculate every GPS satellite, every navigation system, every astronomical observation. And here's what really gets me. The earthquake would trigger a global volcanic response. A 2016 study from Oregon State University found that large earthquakes can trigger volcanic eruptions thousands of miles away by changing underground pressure. A magnitude 10 would stress every volcanic system on Earth simultaneously. Dormant volcanoes could wake up. Active ones could explode. You'd essentially press the reset button on geological stability worldwide. I've answered today's question. Now it's your turn. Tell me in the comments what's the weirdest question that just popped into your head. I'll pick the strangest one and make it the topic of the next video. And if you love discovering the answers to strange questions, then you're definitely going to enjoy this video.